famous surgeon, Dr. Bennett Devlin, of the Devlin Valve Replacement fame and fortune, will offer a series of seminars. All interns are encouraged to attend. You know, it took me 10 seconds to read that. Why have you been glaring at it for the last 3 minutes?
I wasn't glaring. And what's to you anyway?
Nothing. Unless, of course, you decide to tell Julie your fantasy that I brought Big Daddy to town.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Interesting. Turning chicken? Now, why would that be?
You'll never know.
Maybe. But I do know when it happened. The night you heard Devlin was staying in town, you raced out of the recovery room like a bat out of hell. Afraid of the big man, are you?
Being a lady and a professional, I cannot tell you what I think about you in this environment.
Come on, Eve. What's up? Something big? Some personal thing between you and the great Dr. Devlin?
Oh, man, you missed a great first day in the ELR. It's kind of like a root canal without all the fun. You know, a smile or grunt or something wouldn't hurt you.
Grunt.
You know, I'm really getting sick of this attitude.
Yeah? Why don't you just go somewhere else? You won't have to deal with it.
Hey, look, what is this, huh? What's going on?
You know, if your case hinges on gene research, you should really contact Jake Marshak. They say the guy's a genius in DNA.
What kind of research does this guy do?
Gene therapy, gene mutation, that sort of thing. That's what his article was about anyway. You know, I'm going to see him later on today. I could really, I could mention it to him and have him...
No, don't do that.
Okay. Why not?
Listen, I appreciate everything you're doing. It's just that I don't want you to mention anything to him. Promise me.
I need you to swear on a stack of Bibles that the fertilized egg came from Dominique straight to me.
So are you saying I made some kind of mistake?
Oh, no, never. I trust you completely. I'm just counting on you to be that perfect self you always are.
Well, I'm hardly perfect.
No, but you've never let me down. Not when it really, really counted. So I just need you to swear to me now, and then maybe, perhaps you'll have to swear in front of a couple judges or something that everything's okay, that everything happened exactly the way we say it happened. And then it'll all be all right. So swear.
I can't do that, Lucy.
This is great. This is really great. First you get mad that I might even suggest that you made a mistake, and now you're telling me that you can't swear that you didn't.
I think it's time for you to tell me what's really going on here.
All right. There is somebody that is trying to get Serena's money, maybe even trying to get Serena herself. This man is trying to prove that Dominique's sister is really Serena's biological mother.
Wait a minute. Catherine's involved in this?
No, not Catherine. It's another sister. Why did Dominique have to have so many sisters? You know, her father could have learned the meaning of birth control. Anyway, the point is if you swear that that is Dominique's egg that you put inside of me, then they have no case. You see, and everybody ends up happy. We live happily ever after, and you can go around being the big hero.
I want to help you. I can swear that I removed an ovum from Dominique.
Okay, great, thanks, that's fine.
But I can't swear that the fertilized egg you received is the very same one.
Why not?
Don't you remember after extraction, I had to send the egg to a specialist to be fertilized. We had to wait overnight. So since I wasn't a part of that whole process, I can't testify it's the same egg because I don't know.
But, Tony, do you really think that Dominique would have gone through all that, all the drugs and the extraction just to sneak off and slip some eggs in the cover of darkness from her half-sister? Do you really think she'd do that without telling us?
No, I don't.
Okay, then, so you could swear that that was the same egg, the one from Dominique to me.
Is the woman saying why Dominique might have done this?
Well, she's saying that Dominique, was concerned about the risk to me.
And that was a concern, because she was afraid of implanting cancerous cells at the same time.
I know, but I told her I wasn't concerned about that risk.
What if Dominique took that concern to the fertility specialist?
No, that didn't happen.
Well, I'm just trying to help you think.
No, I don't want you to help me think. Tony, I want you to stop being St. Anthony Jones of General Hospital, and I want you to think about keeping a little girl with her daddy, so I want you to lie. That's all. Just lie, okay?
I can't do that. You know, everybody in town here, they like to gossip around, and I just don't want anything to get back to Serena.
Okay. All right, I won't tell anybody. I won't tell Jake. But, you know, a DNA test would really nail things down. You should consult a specialist.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier.
It's okay, you didn't. You're just trying to keep things together.
Well, I don't think I'm doing that great of a job.
Sure you are.
Uh,
Look at that.
ah,
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing, sis?
That depends. Do I have to get a shot?
Oh, I'm afraid you do. But it'll only last a few seconds, I swear. Do you think you can be brave? It means you get to go to a new school.
Yes!
Yay!
There's our very own bunny rabbit.
That is so cool.
And I can bring Sigmund for show and tell.
Double cool. Woo! Hey, I went to that school. Did you know that? And they had gerbils back then. They didn't have bunny rabbits, but the gerbils had lots and lots of babies. Yeah, and I got to take one home.
Triple cool!
Okay, so there's one more thing.
Uh-oh.
We gotta go to General Hospital to get this done.
Is that where they keep the shots?
That's where they keep the doctors that are supervising me.
But you'll still take care of me, right?
You betcha.
Okay.
All right. All right, so let's go. We'll see you later, Dad.
okay, I'll be here when you get back. Hey, Mac, it's me, Scotty. Listen, it's Danielle's fiance, Jake Marshak. He's a DNA expert. I think he's mixed up in this whole thing in a big way. Uh-huh.
Look, I told you, nothing's wrong.
Sure. You take off, and you don't say why. Danielle, who used to be attached to you at the lips, is nowhere to be seen. And your conversation, which was minimal at best, is now dried into a stony silence. But nothing's wrong, right?
Look, my parents had legal problems. Are you satisfied?
No. I'm sorry. Look, Jake, I'm not asking you to come to the sweat lodge with me, but you stood up for me in front of the review board. And if you need to blow steam, you come blow it at me, okay? But Karen and I were just discussing how we all need to help each other survive this year.
Dr. Scanlon. Oh, if you're giving Dr. Marshak tips from the Tool Time School of Surgery, don't waste your time. Dr. Marshak has decided to skip the surgical rotation. He has more important things to do.
Look, Dr. Wortman, I owe you an explanation.
Not necessary.
Yeah, well, I guess you're lucky then. I guess you don't have older parents who count on you for everything.
You got 2 minutes. Go.
Well, I'll just make myself scarce.
No, don't go. I have something I need to discuss with you. And this won't take long.
Yeah, but this is personal.
Your wasting is 2 minutes. I'm waiting.
My parents needed me urgently at home, okay? They had some legal problems. They didn't know what to do. They don't even speak English very well.
Spare me the details.
Fine. I went home. I took care of it. You have my undivided attention now.
Let's get one thing straight. It's the patients that need you, not me. I don't want anything from you. Least of all to work with you.
Yeah, well, that's a mistake. I graduated top of my class at Columbia. I have recommendations from the surgical studies faculty. If I'm not mistaken, you went to med school with a couple of these doctors.
You've been researching me.
Yes, sir.
Well, I've read your file, too. And if memory serves, you're not interested in surgery. You're more of a lab rat.
Look, research is the future of medicine. If I get bounced from your rotation, it's going to jeopardize my future, my reputation, my internship, and my choice of residencies. Besides, you're the best, and I want to work with you. So you give me another chance. Please.
Well, It's not like you got a lot of competition around here except for Ramsey. Present company accepted, of course. All right, you got another whack at it.
Thank you.
Doctor, I thought you wanted to discuss something with me.
Did I? Huh. Guess it couldn't have been that important.
You know why he did that?
Yeah, I know. Want to make me beg in front of an audience.
Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, I am getting sick and tired of being pushed around now.
Ever since Devlin showed up, you've been touchier than usual, if that's possible. Now, why is that?
Julie's phone rings day and night and wakes me up.
Oh, no beauty sleep?
Who wants someone's dad hanging around anyway?
A rich, influential dad? I would.
If you're so hot for her, why don't you think about what she's going through? I mean, she wants to make it on her own, and then he shows up out of the blue and wants to hang around and give seminars. All of a sudden, Princess has Daddy looking over her shoulder.
Oh, sure, and the whole hospital knows about your famous concern for your roommate.
Well, I might be a lovelier person than I thought.
Yeah, right.
Listen, Devlin is a control freak. If you want to score with her, run him out of town.
If you want to score with them, I suggest working on being perky and eager. I know it's a stretch.
Who said I want to score with him?
Ooh, mistake. You never know how a big man like that could further your career.
Well, I would rather make it on my own instead of having some controlling, manipulative,
Dr. Devlin, welcome to General Hospital. Looking forward to your seminars.
And you are?
Chris Ramsey. I'm a friend of Julie's. Do you know her roommate, Eve Lambert?
We've met.
You remember?
You and that kitchen both made a vivid impression on me.
Oh, I see. And did they have luxury condos for the interns way back when?
Actually, I hunkered down in a room a lot like this one. Remember falling asleep standing up. Then again, you guys can't be interested in my war stories.
Oh, no. Do go on. We're fascinated. What was it like back in the good old days? Oh, I'm sorry. That didn't come out quite right.
Has anyone seen Dr. Morris?
Yeah, she's on duty. I could have her page for you.
Thanks, Doctor.
Ramsey. Chris Ramsey. Nice meeting you.
You should be more discreet.
I thought I was damn discreet.
You were openly antagonistic. There's no reason to be hostile.
Yes, there is. I feel like it. What are you doing staying in Port Charles, Ben?
So, what do you hear?
Hello, is there a baby in there?
No, not yet. Hey there.
Oh,
We're back.
How'd it go?
I didn't cry or anything.
Of course not, because you're such a strong little girl. And I'll be getting your bill.
Yeah, like you sent Joe your bill for showing up at his hearing.
Well, I'm a little behind on my paperwork.
Ah.
Once your mother starts working for me.
Ooh, we all know how organized she is.
Come on. Take it easy on her.
What, and spoil our routine, huh? I'll see you guys around,
Okay.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay.
Bye, sis. Thank you for my shot. Not.
You're welcome. You were very brave, Serena. Do you think that we could have another sleepover again real soon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You better say yes, you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Do you know how proud I am of you? Hmm?
You're proud of Karen, too.
Of course. I'm proud of both of my girls.
Hey, would you like to come upstairs and play dollhouse with me?
Yes, I'd love to play dollhouse with you. But let me just go get us a couple of yoo-hoos, and then I'll be right up, all right?
Okie dokie.
Why are you smiling?
I'm just happy. I love Port Charles, and I want to stay here forever.
Okay. Go play.
The entire future of a family rests on your shoulders. If you don't lie, you see, I think Scott will take Serena and he'll run. And then I would never get to see Serena again, and you can't imagine what that would do to me.
No, actually, I can. Lucy, Believe me, I can.
Of course. I'm sorry. PJ, listen. Then you understand what this means to me. I need to help this little girl stay with her daddy and not be in the hands of strangers. Tony, you can do that. You can stop an innocent little girl from getting hurt. This is not a bad lie. See, it's a glorious, noble, wonderful lie.
You know, even if I did this, it's not going to help. The most superficial investigator in the world is going to discover that the egg was out of my possession for over 12 hours.
Okay, then fine. We will get that doctor to lie.
Why don't you get somebody to tell the truth? Ask the doctor to guarantee the specimen.
Okay. All right, I can do that immediately. Do you have a name?
Dr. Sheila Bissell. And she left GH. I think she's in Washington State now.
All right, then. I will call her. Thank you.
You made it so painfully clear the other night our plans no longer concern each other.
You made it clear that you didn't like my living with your daughter. I don't like you living in Port Charles.
Don't flatter yourself. I didn't come to reclaim you.
You couldn't.
That's debatable.
Doesn't it bother you that Julie doesn't want you here either?
That's ridiculous.
Ben, she was so desperate to get away from you that she's telling lies for the first time in her life.
Would you calm down? Somebody could walk in.
Well, that's what you're risking, isn't it? Is it so important to you to keep your daughter under your thumb that you will risk her finding out that her roommate was one of your series of very young girlfriends?
No. Because it's not going to happen. Julie is not going to find out.
I don't think you get it. You don't tell me what to wear anymore. And mainly, you don't tell me what to do anymore.
I will do what I need to do.
Julie!
I don't get it. I mean, why does the hospital let a guy like Boardman play head games on us?
Because they don't care.
Well, they should. It's counterproductive. I mean, if it had anything to do with medicine, fine. I'd shut up and take it. But, I mean, this is ridiculous.
Look, lots of people play head games, not just doctors. I hate them all.
And the correct post-op dosage would be?
Without the lab work?
Come on, take a guess.
Okay, give me the chart and I'll give you the answer.
You're in the OR. You've got 3 emergencies backed up waiting for your complete attention, and this mythical patient on the table is waiting to go into post-op. Now, what dosage of anticoagulant do you prescribe?
Fine. You want me to memorize the charts. Now I know. Ask me tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Mrs. Feynman could have a fatal embolism.
Dr. Boardman, this is a hypothetical.
Dr. Scanlon, I was addressing Dr. Wexler. Now, you are no doubt indulging in a fine display of chivalry, but Dr. Wexler has to deal with her own lack of competence by herself.
It has yet to be established that I am incompetent.
Not to me. Now get the chart and get me the answer now.
Look, if you ever snap your fingers like that at her or anyone else, I will break every finger on that overinsured hand of yours.
Joe, stop it.
I think we need to talk about a little problem we have.
With Tony?
Yeah, it seems that he can swear that he took the egg out of Dominique.
Yeah.
He just can't swear that that exact egg was what was put in me.
Well, why not?
Well, no, I think it's all right. He said that some part of that procedure is done by a fertility specialist, and he gave me her name and her number, Dr. Sheila Bissell, and if we get her cooperation, we can blow Danielle's story right out of the water. The problem is she's not exactly in Port Charles anymore.
Well, wherever she is, I'll fly her in. I don't care any part of the country.
Right. Let me call her. Let me call her. You know, maybe she can drop everything and get here right away.
Hey, you know, it turns out that fiance's in on this whole thing.
Well, we thought that. What do you mean?
Well, you know what his special area is? DNA.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Oh, yes. Hello. Yes, hello. I need to speak with Dr. Sheila Bissell, please. Well, I'm a former patient. This is kind of a life and death situation. What? When? Listen, this may sound a little odd, but could you tell me how she died?
Oh.
Look, it's involuntary, all right? People snap their fingers at other people. There's something in me snaps.
Dr. Scanlon!
Watch it, Scanlon.
Dr. Birch to OR. Dr. Stephen Birch.
Someone should enlighten that pit bull. I can make him disappear like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Look, what are you doing?
Yelling at that jerk isn't gonna solve any problems. He wants to tick you off. Do you want to give him that
No,
satisfaction?
I'll tell you what I want to give him.
You don't give up, do you?
No, I guess I don't.
Joe, could you try? Because the alternative is pretty harsh. They take away your stethoscope. I'd have to shun you.
Stop making me laugh.
What are you gonna do next time he snaps his fingers at you? Come on.
Wait till you're out of earshot and then make him regret it.
You didn't hear a thing I said, did you?
No, now I do. Sorry, I was just having trouble concentrating for a minute.
Well, looks like it's gonna be you and me after all.
Are you eating that?
Oh, not anymore.
Good. Then my strong, handsome son has time to help unload his groceries.
Ma, both of your sons are gainfully employed. We can buy our own food.
Buying and shopping are two different animals. You can pay me later.
Sure.
So, are you going to tell me what's wrong with you and Julie, or am I going to have to worm it out of you?
No, it's not Julie. It's her father.
What's wrong with him?
He's in town on a visit. I've only met the guy once, but something about him rubs me the wrong way.
You don't tell me what to do anymore.
I will do what I need to do.
Julie, hi. What are you doing in here?
I was looking for you.
Eve? I have to go. Wait, I heard arguing before I came in here, and I know it stopped when I came in. So who's going to tell me what this is all about?
Who died?
Dr. Bissell, the fertility specialist who did Dominique's in vitro.
What?
I can't believe this. The only person who could prove that Serena is Dominique's.
Well, when? When did this
They
happen?
said about a year ago.
Well, did they say how she died?
I can tell you that.
Would somebody say something? Look, it's kind of hard to admit when you're arguing with somebody's dad. Thanks, Eve. Next hurdle. Why were you arguing? Well, I was just suggesting to Dr. Bennett Devlin here that he may be making things unnecessarily hard for you by staying on in Port Charles. I think I can deal with this by myself. I know, but I just thought that it might be better for the truth to come from someone that's outside the family. And my mouth always seems to get me into trouble. I think this is one of those times.
That's okay. No harm done. And I'm just glad to see somebody's looking out for my daughter.
Dad, people are going to have a strong reaction to you being a consultant here, whether they know we're related or not.
You're being extremely diplomatic.
What I'm trying to say is, I have to tell people I'm your daughter.
That's kind of an about face, isn't it?
I think it's the only way out.
Well, Jules, I know I got you into this pie.
No, you didn't.
I've got to say that, you know, I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have for you to make this kind of an announcement now. It's going to look opportunistic.
In what way?
I'm joining Dr. Boardman and the interns in surgical rounds tomorrow.
I thought you were here as a guest lecturer, seminars.
Alan suggested it this morning. That's why I was looking for you. I mean, I just wonder what it would be like to make that kind of a disclosure now, that's all.
But they're friends. So, Dr. Devlin, what is the proper course of action?
So that's what's been bothering you.
Well, I'm okay with it now. It's not like she's a different person.
No, of course. But where did she come up with Morris?
Well, it's her mother's maiden name. She wanted to see if she could make it medicine without her father's name.
No kidding.
Julie wanted you to know, and I wanted to be the one to tell you, because I knew the first thing you'd want to do is drag her down to Father Wasaki to confess. And, Ma, I may as well tell you, she's not Catholic either.
Well, nobody's perfect. What?
What have you done with my mother?
No, I mean it. Any woman who'd try to succeed without relying on a rich relative has my vote, and she's a clean poker player. That tells you a lot about a person. I like her even better.
I'm glad.
So what's the problem with this father of hers?
I just don't think that he sees the same person that we do. And she's right in the middle of surgical rotation.
Oh, well, he couldn't have picked a worse time to show up.
Exactly.
You're gonna cool it with Dr. Boardman.
Absolutely.
Great.
Got something better.
Joe.
Dr. Boardman, can I have a minute?
Begin.
Listen, what happened before? I apologize. I don't know what got into me.
No harm done. This time.
Thank you, sir. I'll make sure I get more sleep from now on.
And you should. Especially tonight, in light of the fact that Bennett Devlin will be joining me for walkarounds tomorrow.
Bennett Devlin, really?
You heard it here.
Well, thanks for the advance warning.
So, how'd it go?
He must have humans somewhere in his background.
One morning of Devlin's trademark torture, they'll think I'm a weekend in the Hamptons.
You know, he's just trying to push you around to see what you would do.
Well, I'm not just pulling a Ramsey to get through the next few weeks.
Joe, you'd never be Chris Ramsey. Come on.
But what are the rest of us supposed to do? I mean, I hate to destroy a fine old tradition of sucking up to one's superiors, but this guy, something about him,
You know, we could make him pay in varied yet subtle ways.
Now, you're speaking my language. Speak on.
Well, you know how Boardman likes his AM cup of apple juice, don't you?
Yeah?
I'm having visions of him getting his little delivery from a specimen cup.
You're sick.
I know. That's the only way I could get to sleep at night.
Well, I'll try it. Thanks for, helping me out before.
You do the same for me.
Hey, Joe, can I have a minute?
Yeah, I gotta go anyway.
All right, bye. So what's up?
I just caught the last round of Scanlon versus Boardman.
Oh, Grace, no lectures, please.
Are you kidding? I've been wanting to tell that jerk off ever since I started. Me and every other woman on staff.
You mean it's not just the interns?
No way. See, if you're not meat or furniture, you're there to take the blame or change the bedpan.
I think you're crazy about the guy.
Yeah. That's why I had to tell you. He's setting you up.
It was a canoeing accident.
Yeah, that's right. She drowned.
Not an easy way to die.
Well, how do you know this?
I knew Sheila Bissell. We were friends. Acquaintances, really. She never really took to living here. She kept to herself. She got a good offer from a hospital in Washington State, so she took it.
Did she die alone?
As far as I know.
And Tony said she was the only one that could prove that it was Dominique's egg. You know, maybe this wasn't some freak accident.
What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying. This was no boating accident. Rex Stanton did it.
Okay, talk to me.
Boardman's got a co-pilot for tomorrow's rounds.
Bennett Devlin, he already warned me about that.
Boardman doesn't do favors.
Okay, you're right. You got my attention.
Tomorrow's rounds are going to be a nightmare. So expect the unexpected, prepare for all.
Bad.
From what I've heard, Devlin makes Boardman look like Pollyanna on Prozac.
Okay, so what do I need to know?
Everything about everything. Know every patient on Boardman's service cold, as if you were presenting them for grand rounds.
But each of us are only supposed to be responsible for...
Boardman draws no such distinction.
Okay, well, I guess I didn't need a night off.
Look, if it's written down, commit it to memory. The only way to beat a machine is to be a machine. Know your facts.
Okay. So what would I do without you, huh?
Suffer. More than usual. But listen, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Karen, listen, I just found something out.
Hey, I was hoping you'd be here. Can I walk you home?
Sounds perfect. I just have to sign out.
I spoke to my mom about your father. She thinks it's great you trying to make it on your own. Had to talk her out of putting up a plaque.
She's sweet.
What's wrong?
I just walked in on Eve arguing with my father.
Eve? I didn't even think she knew him that well.
She doesn't. She was telling him he's ruining my life by staying here. Can you believe that?
Well, what I can't believe is that Eve finally said something that I agree with.
We don't know that it was murder, and we don't know that Rex was involved.
Well, what do we know?
Well, Mac's still running checks, but this is what we have so far. What he told Lucy checks out. His full name, Gustav Bausch. His mother's name, Sten.
Where'd this Rex come from?
A nickname given him by Avery. Apparently, his brother made a habit of treating Rex like the family dog.
Well, the family dog is rabid and should be shot dead.
I'm just filling you in. The Stanton boys had a rivalry from the day Rex was born. The boys got older, the wounds got deeper. Now, Rex eventually earned a chemistry degree, despite dropping out a couple of times. His school record says brilliant with no motivation towards scholastic achievement.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
With the chemistry degree, he went to work for a couple of pharmaceutical companies. After that, he became an investor. After several successful ventures, he became interested in Jack's Cosmetics.
Well, with a chemistry degree, he certainly knows how to use a hypodermic needle.
That's a definite possibility.
Well, he took Serena's blood. That psychopath put a needle in my daughter's arm.
This is special express delivery from Rex Stanton to Jack's Cosmetics legal counsel.
That's it.
Doc, we asked Rex to give us documentation of all the business activities he had for the company, basically in Europe.
Yeah, we said it was business, but we were trying to figure out where he was when Serena was kidnapped.
This is it. He's done it. He's given us notes, affidavits, even photocopies of his stamped passport, receipts.
I'll say this for the man, he's thorough.
According to this, then he was nowhere to be found when Dr. Bissell met her untimely death.
Okay, big surprise. He has done exactly what we thought he would do. Now what do we do?
We wait for his next move.
Oh, come on, I hate that answer.
Well, he's proven where he was, on paper at least. What would you take to the police?
Who said anything about going to the police? I know what this documentation is trying to hide. Rex kidnapped Serena, got Dr. Bissell out of the picture, and is pulling Danielle's strings.
Scott, would you just keep it down a notch, okay? I don't want to upset Serena. Tomorrow's her big day, her first day of school.
Okay, well, thank you for your help. I will take it from here.
No, what are you gonna do? You gonna run over there and beat the truth out of Rex? Is that it?
Well, I'm not just gonna sit around and let him help himself to my daughter's inheritance.
Too late. It says here Rex is leaving town for a few days.
Oh, come on, we know what he's up to. We know what he's after here.
Nothing has really happened yet.
Oh, except for the fact that he stole my daughter and then asked for $5 million in return. He's trying to figure out a way to get the rest of the money. He cooked up this crazy scheme and Danielle and her egg, and he kills the only doctor that can prove that she's lying. If Danielle makes claim to Serena, she's gonna make claim to the money. And I am not gonna let that happen!
I'll be back.
Okay, thanks. Oh. Oh, hi. Hi. I thought you were upstairs cleaning up your dollhouse and everything.
I heard my daddy yell.
I'm sorry you heard that. It's just because he's angry. See, this messenger came and brought a business letter thing, and it kind of upset him, so he went outside to cool off. Hey, we should be thinking about what you're going to wear tomorrow for the first day of school.
I already did that.
Oh, right. Okay. Lunchbox. That designer lunchbox. What are we going to fill it up with for lunch?
I want a story.
A story? Okay, which one?
The time that you and Daddy had to pretend to be Russian.
Oh, no, not the Russian story. Okay, come on. I had this great red Russian cape, right? And your dad had this terrible, terrible Russian accent. He sounded like, I don't know what he sounded like. He was from the Bronx or somewhere, and it didn't work at all.
Plotting your escape with Serena?
Well, do you blame me?
No. But there's no safe place to go, not with Rex watching your every move.
Yeah, but I've got to protect Serena.
I know, and we will. But we'll do it here. What do you have in Port Charles that you don't have anywhere else?
I know the drill. Family and friends.
But something even more important right now. Home court advantage. Now, if there's anyone who can use that for all it's worth, it's you.
Okay, so what aren't you telling me?
That I think things would be easier for you if your father wasn't in town.
Probably.
Maybe you should tell him that.
I've learned those who tell Bennett Devlin what to do live to regret it.
Even his own daughter?
You couldn't understand. You lucked out with Mary. She's a dream.
Well, that depends on what you had for dinner.
I heard that.
You're still here. How nice.
You'll eat those words after you taste the nice potato salad I made for the poker game. I use a special ingredient.
Which can only be found in my kitchen?
Oh, well, the condo kitchen's too efficient, no personality.
You know this place's secret.
Cranky as hell, and I love it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Messages.
So, Frank told you about...
Yes, he did. More power to you.
You understand?
Well, yeah, you know, I worked under my maiden name for years after I married Frank's father.
You did?
Yeah. I figured I was a wife and a mother and very happy at both. I mean, I had no problem with that, but I wanted something of my own. So at work, I was Mary Brennan. And then after he died, I wanted to be Mary Scanlon at work. His name. Over my heart.
Thanks.
So your father's in town. How is he at poker?
I don't even know if he plays cards.
Good. Bring him by.
Ma.
What? For potato salad.
Open up.
Uh-oh.
What in the...
Glad you're here.
What is all that? Homework. For what?
Rounds. We have exactly 12 hours to plan.
All this for Boardman?
And a Dr. Bennett Devlin, who's rumored to be a bigger sadist than Boardman.
If that's humanly possible.
What are you doing here?
Truce.
I thought that you might want to thank me for taking the rap with Julie today.
Actually, you know, I was surprised you did.
Well, I don't think she'd be able to accept the tarnished, wrinkled image of you that I've been privy to.
I'm so grateful.
I told you I did it for Julie.
Is this the second or the third face of Eve that I'm seeing? Because the woman that I knew couldn't see past herself.
Oh, Ben. You don't know the first thing about me.
You are so brave and you are so sure, and I found that so attractive. But it's difficult to be courageous these days, isn't it? Maybe I could do something to ease the situation.
What do you mean?
Well, it's got to be difficult sharing an apartment with Julie, especially now.
I can handle it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have to. Maybe we should do something.
Like what?
Well, there are any number of solutions, any of which is better for Julie. And for you.
Oh, right. And of course your concern is only for my feelings. Not about protecting your image with your daughter.
You are very young, and you are very emotional. I'll grant you that. And perhaps the situation with Julie and I has made you feel, oh, what's the word, empowered. Well, don't be a fool, Eve. Be careful.
Or you'll what?
You're a smart girl.